What are you trying to say?
I've already said it. You planned this whole thing.
Did you hear what he accused me of just now?
No, but I can imagine. Look, David, we are all in this together, so will you please just stop rocking about? Now, Adam and I have decided to make a fresh start.
Yes, I hear congratulations are in order.
Yes, and you'd better get used to it.
A fresh start.
You undermined my confidence in myself and my judgment. Now, I'm willing to forgive that. And Adam is willing to forgive the, well...
The slanders?
Hmm.
Believe me, that's not too strong a word, David.
But you won't take me to court.
Oh, David, look, will you just stop behaving like school children? I was willing to go to get away from all this aggro. Now, is it going to stop?
I certainly hope so.
Thank you. Now, look, Adam has already started to smooth the waters with Mr. Mullick.
Has he?
Yes, he was very impressed.
When did this happen?
Last night. We came here for supper after we'd, well, sorted things out. And Mr. Mullick came here to pick up his daughter after work.
So you see, I have come round to the new idea of the share issue and the new structure of directorships. If I do seem to have been sabotaging you, David, by not being here to vote him informally, I have tried to make amends.
The summer bookings are looking really quite good. We have a thriving business here if we spent more time running it instead of quarrelling.
Right. Well, this is what I came in for. I'll be in the sitting room if you need me.
Yes, I'll be in the cafeteria.
So what happened?
Adam got his way. He and Jill are here for the duration.
Well, there's no reason to feel threatened. I mean, if you're willing to work with him, we're equally balanced.
No, the new shareholder will hold the balance of power, which is why I imagine Adam took such pains with Mullick. Now that Adam's got Jill where he wants her, I think we're going to see him conduct an even more interesting courtship.
That's all right. That's okay. You can switch her off now. Yeah. Yeah, I think I know what it is. It's definitely the pistons. I'll have to have a look at that.
Yeah.
Bit of a job.
Mark, have you had a chance to look at this one? You all right?
Yeah.
You don't look too hot. You missing your vitamins?
Oh, I just didn't sleep very well last night.
Join the club.
Anyway, about Mr. Garrard's car.
That's not a car. That's a mobile disaster area.
Oh, come off. It was MOT'd last month.
Should have had a death certificate.
As bad as that?
Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
Yes, yes.
One pad's worn, the other's as good as new, and the caliper isn't working.
But the horn's working, though, isn't it? I know that because I heard it when he came in. Perhaps we should just jack it up and run a new car underneath it.
No, that's not very funny. I wouldn't be seen dead in that car on a public road.
Okay. Come into the office and give me a list of what's wrong with it, and I'll have a word with him on the blower.
The person I'd like to talk to is the one who MOT'd it.
Hello.
To the minister.
Oh, hi. I was just going into the village to do some shopping, so I thought I'd pop in and say hello. You all right?
Maybe it's the way I do my hair or something, but you're the fourth person to ask me that this morning. I mean, much more and I really will begin to feel ill.
Sorry, I was just...
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. As a matter of fact, if you don't mind me saying so, you don't look too lively yourself.
I'm not surprised. I had a hard day working yesterday, and then I spent half the night arguing with Kevin.
Well, don't touch that. You'll get oil all over your hand.
Oh, too late.
Oh, come on, you can wash it off in here. It's over there. What was the argument about?
Kevin's leaving home.
Why exactly?
Well, he's got a job in Nottingham for a while, so he'll have to go and live there.
How long's the job for?
I don't know, to tell you the truth.
Well, don't you mind?
Of course I mind. That's what I'm feeling so sick about. I've tried everything I can think of to talk him out of it, but Mum says I'm wrong, that everything considered, he's doing the right thing.
I suppose it's definite. He's really going.
Well, the only thing that can talk him out of it if he gets a job locally. Funny.
What is?
Something Mum said about it being a brave decision. How it'll work out best for our marriage. Don't understand it. Anyway, I suppose I better get off and get shopping. Kevin will be waiting at home for me, wanting his lunch, I expect. Ta-ra, Carole.
See you, Glenda.
See you, Mac.
See you, Glenda. I don't know what's the matter with everyone this morning. Did you see Glenda? She looks nearly as bad as you.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't exactly win a Mr. Universe competition yourself this morning.
Thank you.
Mac, do you mind if I make a quick personal call before I start work?
Well, I better say yes, or else you'll be mooning about the place all day anyway.
Thanks, you're a sweetie.
King's 07570.
Kevin, it's me. You on your own?
Carole.
You are, then.
Look, I don't see any point
Listen,
in
I've just seen Glenda.
You are?
Is it true that you're leaving? That you're going to work in Nottingham?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, where will you be staying?
I don't know yet. Look, Carole, how many more times have I got to tell her it's over? Finished. Even if I had an address, I wouldn't give it to you.
So, it's because of me, then, that you're leaving?
No. Yeah, that's part of the reason.
Then it's not over. If it was, you wouldn't be running away.
Oh, for Pete's sake, I'm not running away. I keep telling you.
I've got that worksheet of Mr. Jarrett's. What's the matter?
Oh, just leave me alone. Mac.
Excuse me, I was to tell you there's a policeman in reception asking to see Mrs. Hunter.
Oh, that would be Sergeant Lamont.
Shall I show him through then?
No.
Yes, I'd better see him. If it's not now, it'll be this evening. If it's not this evening, it'll be tomorrow. No, thank you, Doris. We'll come through now.
All right.
She's coming through.
Ah, thank you. I thought I'd made it quite clear that this perpetual questioning is beginning to border on invasion of privacy.
I shall try to be brief, then, sir.
Do you need my husband?
I shouldn't think so.
No, well, don't let me keep you, because I know you have a million things to do. I'll deal with this. And then Sergeant can be on his way.
If there's anything, I'll be in the bar, checking the stock.
Right then, shall we sit down?
Certainly.
Eddie Lee was known to me. I was aware that he was breaking parole. He visited me several times at my home, and I visited him at a flat that he was using in Castlewood. And furthermore...
What about names of associates?
I beg your pardon?
Any connections he might have had?
You really don't understand, Sergeant. My association with Eddie Lee was purely professional. And if he was engaged in any petty criminal activities, I didn't know, and I didn't want to know.
Just the big stuff, hmm?
Precisely.
And you're happy about that?
What?
That you've told me all you need to know.
Yes.
Mrs. Hunter, we both know that a major truth is being evaded. And you know that I won't stop until it's been brought to light.
Listen, Sergeant, he's almost served his time.
That, if I may say so, is irrelevant. If Eddie Lee didn't commit that crime, then somebody else did. And that person's now walking the streets as free as air. You condone that, do you? It doesn't matter who serves the sentence as long as somebody serves it. I can't believe that. Look, I'm not in the business of harassing people. It's just that I have an insatiable appetite for the truth. You see, I happen to believe that it matters above all else. Don't you?
Yes. You're right. It's just that...
The truth, Mrs. Hunter.
There was this woman, Yvonne Brooks.
And you definitely heard her say that?
Yes.
In front of witnesses?
Does it matter?
Of course.
Well, it was in front of Becky Foster, a girl who was working here at the time.
Yeah, Becky Foster. I've come across her name before. Well. Can't have been easy living with that sort of knowledge.
No, there were times I'd forgotten about it, but it always came back.
Should have squared it before now.
Yes, well, I promised Eddie Lee I wouldn't, and I made that promise in good faith. And I fully intended to keep it. But it was an absurd thing to do. I had it in the back of my mind that Eddie, when he came out from prison, would release me from that promise.
I'd say your chances of that were about nil.
Yes, well, I was kidding myself. But it helped shelve a decision that I've now made. So what happens now?
I'd like you to come down the station with me and make a statement.
And Yvonne Brooks?
We'll have to face the music.
Can you give me 5 minutes?
Certainly.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. David, darling, I'm going to go down to the police station with Sergeant Lamont. He wants me to make a statement.
Sure that's the right thing to do?
Positive.
I want you to stand up in court, give evidence.
Yes, well, then I'll have to. I've dodged this one for too long. I'll see you later, darling.
Hello.
If you're thinking of popping over for a quick cup of coffee, forget it. We're up to our eyes.
I wasn't.
You weren't?
No, believe it or not, I'm terribly busy myself. But...
Well, there's always a but.
Tonight?
Working late tonight.
Oh, well, so am I, but I could be back here by 8, by which time I should have worked up an healthy appetite, so if you're feeling likewise, we could...
Do you know, there's no getting away from it. You do have a silver tongue.
You'll give me half an hour, though, just in case?
What a question to ask a lady.
Ready when you are, Sergeant Lamont.
Fine.
Oh, excuse me.
No problem.
Thank you. Right, I'm off now, Mac.
Hang on a sec. You off to lunches?
Yeah, I'm due there at 4.
Well, you've got bags of time. What are you doing about lunch?
Oh, I thought I'd have a walk before I went to the coach house.
Come on, sit down. Before you fall down.
Look, I'm all right now, really.
Sit down. What's the matter with the young generation today? There was a time when they used to listen to their elders. So my dad used to say. Come on, sit down.
Okay.
Now, have something to eat. I've got some sandwich.
No, thanks.
It's not just feeling faint, is it? You've got problems.
Nothing I can't manage. It's not too much for me. I'm a lot stronger than I look, you know.
I didn't mean work. You've got fellow problems.
What are you on about?
Oh, Carole. Look, I'm old enough to have got through this and got over it. But not too old to remember what it's like. Look, there's nothing worse for a girl of your age than having fellow problems. So what is it? Doesn't he care?
Yeah, I think he does. Yes, of course he cares.
So what's the problem? Oh, like that, is it?
Oh, Mac, it's such a mess. But I love him. I just can't bear of being without him. What am I going to do?
You know, sometimes the worst part is knowing that deep down that you will get over it.
But I don't want to get over it. Oh, Mac.
But you will. You will. Look, if you ever need someone to talk to, someone who's not involved, there's always me or Trina. We'd love to have you over.
Thanks, Mac.
Kevin? I've been thinking about this job in Nottingham.
Oh, give it a rest for 5 minutes, please, Glenn.
You don't know what I'm going to say.
No, but I can guess on about it.
Mum gave me a good talking to this morning, and I've decided that maybe she's right after all. If you really do think you should take this job, well...
Okay. I don't want to, you know that.
Then I thought, why didn't I go with you? I mean, I don't want to stay at the motel forever. Particularly the way things are now. I'm sure I could get a job waitressing somewhere in Nottingham.
Well...
At least I could try, Kevin. We'd be together, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, but hang on a minute, then. Look, I can get digs myself easy enough, bed and breakfast, you know. But, oh, the two of us, we want somewhere better than that.
We could look for a small flat.
And in the meantime? I'm sorry if I seem to be going about money all the time, but well, two of us in bed and breakfast, eating meals out that'd really cost us. No, I think it's best if I go up on my own and see what I can find. You know, the only reason I'm taking this rotten job is to save some money so we can find a place of our own. If we can do that, then it's worth all the trouble.
Kevin, what do you mean, rotten job? You're not doing anything that...
Oh, no, the work's all right. I just mean, not rotten because I have to go away, and I'll be on my own. At first, anyway.
Kevin...
Besides, don't know how long it'll last. Maybe only a couple of months. It's hardly worth, well, taking on a flat and you giving up your job at the motel just for that, is it?
All right. I'll hang on here and see how it goes. But I'm not going to like it.
No, me neither. I wish I didn't have to go.
Well, Sergeant Lamont. This gonna be a regular thing, is it, eh? You and I, mates. That's real nice of you. Visiting?
Runs in the family.
Is that a fact?
My old man's seen you often enough.
What's his name again?
Don't mess about, Eddie.
Bit parky out, is it?
You up?
Out? Cold?
Now, listen.
Oh, I'm just wondering, aren't I?
I didn't come here to talk
It's
about...
a matter of
weather.
clothes, you see. 41 days. That's what I'm sweating on, middle of May. Nice time of year, eh? Just getting in the old lightweights, dark blue, silk shirt. I tell you what I could do with. Decent pair of cufflinks.
Yvonne Brooks.
What about her?
Turned out to be most helpful.
So what are you talking about?
She's better at answering questions than you are, I'd say.
What the hell are you trying to say?
Not to me, you understand. Out of my hands now. Know pretty well, do you? Not a very stable lady, by all accounts.
What's happening?
Hysterical.
I want to know.
But when she calmed down, she turned out to be most cooperative.
Who with?
Metropolitan Police. Oh, they're doing a great job.
Did you do this?
Got a lot out of
Did
her.
you?
Full confession.
I'm asking a question. Now listen here, you. I did time with that.
Might turn out to be a bit of a waste, Eddie.
Your old man, innit, eh? He set this lot up, didn't he? Well, you tell him from me he's marked his card, right?
My old dad, what do you want about?
You come that rubbish with me. Now listen, you. I don't know what game you're up to, but I'll tell you something. You've blown it. And Yvonne Brooks, she won't be the only one doing time, Lamont. Next time you come to visit, be to see your old dad.
Don't forget, next week you can see Crossroads at the slightly later time of 5:40. Next tonight, it's You Rang, My Lord.
Well, I've spilt it about him. He'll do 10 years.